Hello, dear students. Today I have once again come with another wonderful problem of physics. This is our problem number 12. This particular problem is this. You have a fixed semi-cylindrical shell on which there is a hoop, a circular hoop which is kept. Radius of the circular hoop is small r. Radius of the cylindrical shell is capital R. Mass of the hoop is small m. A small mass, small m, is kept mounted on this hoop. Okay. Now it is said, you are asked to find out what should be the ratio of capital R and small r so that this particular hoop remains in equilibrium. Okay. I hope the question is clear. I want you to see this diagram thoroughly. Suppose the hoop rolls over this fixed semicircular shell. So as it rolls over, then the center of mass moves in a circular path. So the center of mass covers an angular displacement phi. Suppose this is t equal to 0, this is t equal to t. For a small angular displacement phi. And as it is a pure rolling motion, so therefore this particular point rolls over here from here. So it rolls over basically from here to here. While the center of mass covers from C to C dash, travels from C to C dash, this particular point here, it actually slides from here to here, thereby covering a total angle theta. So if this angle is phi, this small angle will be phi, and this angle will be total angle theta minus phi. So very clearly we can understand, suppose this particular point is P. P stands for the point of contact. So this is your point of contact. Okay. I am calling this one P1. This is the point of contact. Point of contact actually came here to the point P dash at a later instant of time. This is when t equals to 0. And this is when t equals to t. Now see, the center of mass of the hoop has got elevated by this height. What is this height? The center and the center of the hoop and the center of the cylindrical shell are separated by distance r minus r. So center of mass of the hoop definitely got elevated by this particular distance, by this height. Say if I am calling it h2, so I can say h2 is r minus r, 1 minus cos phi. It's a very standard thing. So let me consider this particular line to be the zero potential energy level. So center of mass at a later instant of time t is at what height from the ground level? Radius of this hoop plus the height through which it got raised. So r plus h2. So r plus h2 if you do, you will get something like this. This is the height of C dash above P equal to 0 level. Okay. Now once we know it, let's see what's the next part. So at the position 2, you see the mass m from here has actually landed up here. So the mass basically got elevated by what distance? That's exactly what we need to find out. So please see that in this position 2 here at a later instant of time, here the mounted mass is making what angle with the vertical? Theta minus phi. So the mounted mass is at what vertical height from the center? Small r cos theta minus phi. So small r cos theta minus phi is the height of the mounted mass from the center of the hoop at the position 2. And center of the hoop is at what height from the ground? Center of the hoop is at this height from the ground. We just now saw r into 1 minus cos phi plus small r cos phi. So this mounted mass is at what height from the ground? Height at which the center is present from the ground plus this height. So this is the height. R into 1 minus cos phi plus r cos phi plus r cos theta minus phi. This is the height of whom? Of the mounted mass. From where? From the potential energy equal to 0 level. Now once we got these two things, in the position 2, what is the total potential energy of the system? So we can simply find out one potential energy because of the hoop and one potential energy gain because of this mounted mass. So mg into gain in height of the center of mass of the hoop plus mg into gain in height by the mounted mass from the zero potential energy level. So if you do this, then you get this type of result. So this is your result, right? Now you please see, if the disk, if this particular hoop rolls over this cylindrical shell for a distance d, then p dash will be d. So it has covered the arc length. How much arc length has it covered? It has covered arc length r phi. So similarly, in that time, this mounted mass will cover an arc length of smaller theta. Mounted mass, because of the pure rolling motion, will cover smaller theta. This smaller theta and r phi must be equal. Smaller theta and r phi must be equal. And as they are equal, so you get theta equals to capital R phi by small r. So this is our equation 3. We substitute equation 3 in equation 2 and we get the final potential energy of the system in position 2. Okay. So I hope this particular approach is clear. So what is our goal? Our goal is to find the condition for stable equilibrium of the hoop. So first step will be find out the potential energy of the system when it is slightly displaced from the mean position. Okay, this angle phi is very small. So once you got the potential energy, next we will apply the condition for maxima and minima. If we can establish that this potential energy here at this position is minimum for a particular condition, then we can say that the hoop is in stable equilibrium. So that is the core concept of this particular problem. So this is the entire view of this solution till here. So this is the total potential energy of the system. Okay, potential energy of the hoop along with the mounted mass at this particular position, position 2. Okay, I hope this analysis is clear till here. Please take a screenshot of this page. So once we got the potential energy of the system, our next step is differentiate. So du d phi, we will do simple differentiation. So if you differentiate it, the first order with respect to phi, so 2 mgr sin phi minus 2 mgr sin phi minus mgr sin capital R minus small r into 1 into phi multiplied by this one. Okay, very simple approach, no problem. Second time again differentiate. So differentiate it basically 2 times. So if you differentiate it 2 times, you get d2u d phi 2, and this is exactly how you proceed. Okay. Now I told you right at the beginning that phi is very small. So as phi is very small, so we can set it to 0. Okay, this is another very critical concept which is pertaining to this particular problem. So this phi is very small, as if the hoop is doing SHM about the mean position. Okay. So if this angle phi is very small, then d2u d phi 2 will have this structure. And this is the second order differentiation of potential energy with respect to phi. Now in order to have the condition for minimum potential energy, d2u d phi 2 must be positive. If d2u d phi 2 is positive, then we get this particular condition. Okay, now simple inequality, it has got nothing more. So by doing simple inequality, we can find out the final condition. So by this inequality, now from here you come to this particular part and you simply solve. You get basically this condition: small r must be greater than r by 3. And of course, you can very clearly see that capital R is greater than small r. That condition is definitely there, capital R greater than small r, but small r must be greater than r by 3. So we wanted to have a ratio for stable equilibrium between smaller and capital R. So small r is to capital R under critical condition will be 3:1. So this is your final result. So what is the whole concept in a nutshell? First of all, displace the hoop from its mean position, find its total potential energy. Second step, after you got total potential energy as a function of phi, differentiate it up to second order of phi, d2u d phi 2. If d2u d phi 2 is positive, then the potential energy of the system is minimum. Now you set the condition d2u d phi 2 greater than 0, solve the inequality, and you get the final result small r greater than r by 3. Once again, in my opinion, this is a brilliant problem which tests fundamental concepts of work power energy and circular motion. Okay, it gives you a vivid idea of stable equilibrium. When do we get stable equilibrium? Under minimum potential energy configuration. And specifically here you need to be intuitive enough, and you must be able to visualize this particular thing, that when the hoop rolls over, when it rolls over, then the mounted mass does not stay at the top. Okay, so mounted mass will not stay here. Okay, because the POC will not stay here. The POC, the point of contact, will slide up and this will slide down. So evidently this will roll up rather. P, the point of contact, will go up and the mounted mass will go down, and this is exactly what is happening. So this P dash and P are not the same points. Both are POCs but at different instants of time. Okay, so this particular problem, I hope it has cleared some fundamental concepts of classical mechanics, specifically work power energy. Thank you very much.